The sun rises slowly over Cebu City, painting the sky in soft shades of orange and gold. Morning sounds fill the narrow streets, roosters crowing, motorcycles passing by, and distant voices calling out to begin another long day. In a small, weathered neighborhood, tucked between concrete walls and tin-roofed homes, a young Filipino girl sits quietly on the steps outside her house. Her name is Maria. She is only 13 years old, but life has already taught her lessons many never learn in a lifetime. Her dress is simple. Her slippers are worn. Her hair is tied back neatly, not for fashion, but because she cannot afford distractions. In her hands, she holds nothing but hope, fragile, invisible, yet powerful enough to carry her dreams across oceans. Inside the house, her mother prepares breakfast, a small portion of rice shared between the family. They do not complain. They never do. Poverty has been their silent companion for years. Maria's father works odd jobs when available. Some days he earns enough. Many days he doesn't. But every night, when the world grows quiet, Maria sings. She sings to forget hunger. She sings to forget fear. She sings because music is the only place where her heart feels free. The camera follows Maria as she walks through the streets of Cebu. She passes children playing barefoot, street vendors arranging their goods, and old buildings marked by time and struggle. This is her world, beautiful, painful, real. As she walks, her voice fades in. Soft, pure, untrained, but honest. Her singing echoes through the streets, stopping people in their tracks. A woman pauses while sweeping. A man on a bicycle slows down. For a brief moment, the noise of the city disappears, replaced by the voice of a girl dreaming beyond her surroundings. Maria learned to sing without lessons, without microphones, without stages. She learned by listening, old radios, church choirs, and songs floating through open windows at night. Music became her teacher. Pain became her strength. Cut to an old notebook filled with handwritten lyrics. Pages are worn, corners folded, ink smudged by tears. These are her secrets, her prayers, her future. Then, silence. The screen fades to black. Suddenly, the lights burst on. Glowing star America's Got Talent stage, Los Angeles. A massive stage glows under powerful spotlights. Thousands of people fill the theater. The energy is electric. The America's Got Talent logo shines behind the judges' table like a promise and a challenge. The crowd cheers. Maria stands backstage, frozen. Her small hands shake. Her breathing is shallow. She clutches the microphone like it might disappear if she lets go. Around her, contestants stretch, laugh nervously, rehearse lines. But Maria stands alone, her heart racing faster than her thoughts. This is not Cebu. This is not home. This is the biggest stage in the world. A stage where dreams are made, or broken. A staff member gently touches her shoulder. You're next. Her stomach tightens. She closes her eyes. For a moment, she is back in Cebu, sitting on the steps of her house, singing into the night. She remembers her mother's smile. Her father's tired eyes filled with hope. She remembers why she is here. The doors open. The spotlight finds her. Maria steps onto the stage. The crowd quiets. Like the first impression, she looks tiny under the lights. Her clothes are modest. No dramatic outfit. No flashy confidence. Just a young girl standing in front of legends. Simon Cowell leans back in his chair, arms crossed. He has seen thousands of singers. His face shows curiosity, but also skepticism. He leans forward. What's your name? Simon asks. Maria, she replies softly. Where are you from? Cebu, Philippines, she says, her voice trembling. The audience murmurs warmly. Simon raises an eyebrow. And how old are you, Maria? 13. A pause. Simon studies her. Why did you come here? Maria swallows hard. Her eyes fill with tears. I want to help my family, she says. And, singing is my dream. Her voice cracks. The room changes. The judges sit straighter. The audience leans in. Even Simon's expression softens, just a little. And what will you sing for us today? Simon asks. Maria takes a deep breath. A song from my heart. The music cue is ready. The microphone trembles in her hand. For a brief second, doubt flashes across her face. The fear of failing. The fear of being judged. The fear of returning home with nothing. But then, she remembers Cebu. She remembers hunger. She remembers hope. She nods. The music begins. Musical notes. The first note. The first note leaves her lips, soft, fragile, almost hesitant. Some in the audience shift in their seats. Simon tilts his head slightly. Then the second note comes. Stronger, clearer. The third note follows, filled with emotion no training could teach. The theater grows silent. This is no ordinary voice. This is a voice shaped by struggle, sharpened by survival, and lifted by dreams too big to stay hidden. The camera zooms in on Simon Cowell's face. His skepticism fades. Something has caught his attention. The journey has begun, and in that moment, from the streets of Cebu to the world stage, a miracle is quietly unfolding. The first note hangs in the air, soft, fragile, almost uncertain. For a moment, the massive America's Got Talent theater feels too big for such a small voice. Thousands of eyes watch. Thousands of breaths are held. The spotlight wraps around Maria like a glowing cocoon, isolating her from everything else. She grips the microphone tightly. Her heart is pounding. She has never sung on a stage like this before. No church hall. No street corner. No late-night whispers to the stars of Cebu. This is different. This is the world watching. She takes another breath. And then, she sings again. This time, the sound is stronger. Clearer. The trembling in her voice transforms into something deeper, something raw. Each word carries weight, as if it has been carried across oceans, across sleepless nights, across years of silent struggle. The camera slowly moves across the audience. A woman in the front row presses her hand to her mouth. A man closes his eyes, nodding gently with the rhythm. Somewhere in the crowd, a child leans forward, completely mesmerized. This isn't just a song. This is a story. Maria's voice begins to rise, not in volume, but in truth. There is no polish, no artificial perfection. What makes it powerful is its honesty. Every note feels lived in, earned through experience. Musical notes, a voice born from struggle. As the melody builds, Maria's mind drifts, just for a second. She sees Cebu again. She sees rainy nights when the roof leaked and sleep was impossible. She hears her parents whispering about money, about bills they could not pay. She remembers singing quietly so no one would hear her cry. Those memories don't weaken her. They fuel her. Her voice grows richer, warmer, filled with emotion that cannot be taught in any music school. The song begins to swell, and with it, something changes in the room. The judges feel it. Howie Mandel's eyes widen. Sofia Vergara leans forward, completely still. But it's Simon Cowell, the toughest judge, that the camera keeps returning to. At first, Simon watches carefully, his expression neutral. He has seen thousands of performances. Many good, some great, most forgettable. But this is different. He leans closer to the table. His arms uncross. His face softens. Headphone the turning point. Halfway through the song, the music drops slightly, leaving Maria almost alone with her voice. This is the most dangerous moment. No instruments to hide behind. No backing vocals. Just her. She closes her eyes. Her hands stop shaking. And she sings the line that changes everything. The note is high, not technically perfect, but filled with pain, hope, and longing. It cracks just slightly, and instead of breaking the moment, it shatters hearts. The audience gasps. Someone sobs. The camera captures Simon blinking rapidly. For the first time, his jaw tightens, not in criticism, but in emotion. This is the sound of someone who has something to say, not just something to sing. Candle time stands still. The theater feels frozen. No coughs. No whispers. No movement. Even the crew behind the cameras stand still, afraid to break the moment. Maria's voice fills every corner of the hall, echoing against the walls like a prayer. Each lyric feels like a confession. A dream spoken out loud. Her confidence grows with every second. The small girl from Cebu is gone. Standing in her place is an artist. A storyteller. A soul speaking through music. Movie camera Simon Cowell's reaction. The camera cuts to Simon again. His eyes are locked on Maria. No smirk. No raised eyebrow. No skepticism. Only focus. Only respect. He slowly nods his head, almost imperceptibly. He doesn't realize it yet, but in that moment, he is no longer judging. He is listening. He is feeling. And that is rare. Music score the final build. The music begins to rise again, building toward the final chorus. Maria opens her eyes. She looks out into the crowd, and for the first time, she smiles. Not because she is confident, but because she feels heard. Her voice soars higher now, stronger, clearer, filled with a quiet power that sends chills through the audience. The song reaches its emotional peak, and Maria pours everything she has into the final lines. Every sacrifice, every tear, every dream. The final note rings out. It lingers. Then, silence. Hands clapping the explosion. For one long second, no one moves. And then, the entire theater erupts. A thunderous standing ovation explodes from the crowd. People rise to their feet, clapping, cheering, crying. Some shout her name. Others simply applaud, unable to find words. Maria freezes. Her eyes widen. She wasn't expecting this. She bows her head slightly, overwhelmed. Tears stream down her face as she tries to process what just happened. The camera cuts to the judges. Howie is smiling widely. Sophia wipes her eyes. Simon stands. The audience roars louder. Maria covers her mouth with one hand, her body shaking. She came to sing. She did not expect to change lives. Glowing star the aftershock. As the applause continues, Maria looks up at the judges' table. Her eyes meet Simon's. He gives her a small nod. A silent message. You did something special. The music fades. The lights dim slightly. The moment feels unreal. The girl from Cebu has just conquered one of the hardest stages in the world, not with perfection, but with truth. And somewhere deep inside Simon Cowell, a realization begins to form. This isn't just a good audition. This is the